The following may contain language which will be offensive to some people and inappropriate for children. Still here? Then pour your favorite beverage and let's get this fucking show started.
Oh,
Yay.
remix.
I don't hear anything.
Are you hearing something I didn't hear?
Oh,
Do you have a
oh,
do you have a browser window open?
oh, I guess I must. Yeah, hold on.
No. We need like hold music. Like
Well, but we didn't play like the intro, right?
Yeah, we did.
yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It went off
I don't know.
seamlessly on our end.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Oh, hey, I don't know what to say. It seemed like it moved quicker than usual, but what do I know? Listen, uh, listen, welcome to Fantastic Forum. Fantastic Forum Assemble, right? Mad Buggy.
Only one
listen-
F in here.
Right, there it is. Listen, you watch a Fantastic Forum, the premier show about comic books, and your live weekly conversation about entertainment and geek culture. We are the Fantastic Forum, coming to you live and direct from the Hall of F. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, as the case may be, depending on where you are in the world. And if you're not, you stick with us. We'll help you take it up a notch. You have the usual suspects in the building. First, he is our riddle inside of an enigma trapped in Chinese finger cuffs. You don't know him. You love him anyway. He's our silent assassin, Jay.
Hey, what's up?
Sorry. 2F.
Oh, I'm about to say, I'm like, listen, okay, I wasn't even sure if it was just happening on my end or I was like, we're still on me. I don't know, like maybe, you know, I don't know what's going on anymore. Next, he is our intrepid senior reporter. He's next in line for the cowl. He's our resident Dark Knight detective. It's Oz.
Did Heck actually text the little spinny dot of waiting, or is my computer messed up?
No, I think he might have
No, I
done that.
think he texted that.
Okay, it's messing with me.
That's pretty fun.
Like, it keeps. I've been clicking it. That's why it popped up. Well, thank you for texting your picture of your butthole.
It's an emote. Says Heck.
Indeed.
Okay.
Next, he's the backbone, the pillar, the strength of Fantastic Forum, our nigh and vulnerable brawler, and resident strongman, Moses Magnum.
What's up?
What's up, indeed? As for myself, my name's Lawrence Young. They call me Mary Young. Welcome to Fantastic Forum. We got a great show for you today because we are going to be talking to you all about Hellboy, the Crooked Man, bringing you a review of that, and we'll be talking to you all about Timeslide #1 from Marvel Comics. So we got that coming for you as well. And of course, whatever else it is that you all want to talk about, and we'll tell you how it is you can do that and get down with Fantastic Forum in just a moment. But before we do, we want to make sure that we thank Mr. Scott Rubin, because without him, this show would not exist. So thank you, Scott Rubin. Hope all is well, good sir. Yeah, with that said, let's go ahead and let the intern do the intern thing.
Want to get in on the action? Call Fantastic Forum on Skype and join the fun. Too shy to call in? That's okay. You can join the Discord chat room available at
fantasticforum.live.
Join the party. You know you want to.
Indeed. So for real, go to fantasticforum.live. You can hit the call-in button, and you'll be the 5th member of Fantastic Forum. Or you could always join us in chat via YouTube, via Twitch. We can do all that. So, you know, just let us know, or let us know what you're thinking, whichever way you feel most comfortable. So that's long and short. Gents, how are you all doing? It's good to see you all.
Well,
Are you sure, Joe?
No.
That's fair. That's fair. There it is. I appreciate the candidness. Yes, it's all right, man. Listen, I'm gonna give you a hug next time I see you, friend. There it is. How about you, Oz, Moses? You guys all right?
Osmosis? Reverse osmosis?
Osmosis. Moses, Oz.
I got some sort of cough that just won't go away.
How long have you had it?
A couple months. I was sick like before we went on vacation, like a couple weeks before, and I'm not sick anymore, but I still like I cough if I breathe too much.
Sheesh.
Which sucks because I need to breathe.
It
Could
turns
be a
out,
heart
yeah.
murmur.
And it's one of those coughs that
Could be a heart murmur.
makes like the side of my I get a headache on the side of my face every time I do it.
It could be check your blood pressure.
Nah, that's all fine.
How do you know? Like, when's the last time you've been to a doctor?
I go to a doctor every year.
When was the last time you've been to a doctor? Was the question.
Last October.
Okay, so after you got sick,
I've had
or before you got sick.
I've had this before. They freak out, think I might have a bronchitis or something. I get some X-rays and they say, "No, you're fine." They just get X-rays of my tits.
Listen,
Give you a mammogram.
I look, but I love how this fool just described like the first 15 minutes of like House episode, and like, oh, it's fine. Like, it's like, look, you're like, you don't want to just keel over.
Well, that's what they say. They're like, well, I mean, we don't see anything wrong. I mean, what are we gonna do? You want some drugs?
But that's jeez. Okay. No, I just want you to be good, man. That's all. That's all.
Yeah, I gotta go sometime.
This is true, but
my
you
dad's
can go
brother went
later.
today.
Is that true?
Yeah, right before the show. Like 20 minutes before the show.
Your uncle passed away?
Yeah. Remember I told you
so
he was in the
sorry.
hospital? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Condolences.
Thank you.
My God. Wow. I'm so sorry to hear that.
You asked how we were doing. This is what you get, Larry.
I know. Listen,
That was very insensitive, Lawrence. I can't believe you did.
It is what I want, though. Like, like I mean, I don't
you want the pain to come out.
I want to actually know how you
forget
doing.
our problems and kind of think of something else for a couple hours. But no, you want to okay.
But Timeslide was great.
Jeez. Oh no.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm so sorry, friend. Jeez.
Yeah, man. That like stomach cancer.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man. So yeah. So go get checked out, Oz.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna
Okay.
in February. I'm going to colonoscopy. If you want me to take my camera, we can make content.
Well, don't they use their own camera and then you get a copy?
Yeah, I'll take my own SD card.
Oh my God.
I think they give you the video if you want it.
Why would they do that?
So you can see what they tell you. They don't want them telling you whatever. Oh yeah, we found a Hot Wheel up there, and then there was nothing.
What?
I can only take a micro machine, but yeah.
Okay.
I mean, wouldn't they just let you keep the Hot Wheel?
No.
You wouldn't need the video. You'd have a new Hot Wheel.
They don't let you keep the. Well, the thing is, if they tell you there was a Hot Wheel and there was nothing, and there's no Hot Wheel to give you, so you need to see the video that there was actually nothing. And somebody I knew had a fucking Barbie high heel up in there.
Is that true,
Did
or
we
is that
keep it?
just something you said?
No, a little pink one. Yeah. They swallowed it as a kid. It just stayed in there.
What? Wow. Damn. Okay.
That person never ate their greens.
I think we have a caller.
We do.
To my right,
Yes.
Yes.
a gentleman caller.
I listen. I love
Just wrecked them
profile
with
pic right there.
with a
Macho
W.
Hecht. I know. Hecht, how are you, good sir?
I don't know. I got to follow all that. I don't know how I feel right now.
All right. You look, welcome to the big time, Hecht. Welcome to Fantastic Forum. There it is.
You raised the bar.
I know. tell
lowering
the people where you're calling from,
How's
Hecht,
the game
and what
of
you want to
limbo?
talk about.
I'm calling from cold ass Tucson.
Is it cold there?
Yeah, man, it's been cold for the past couple of days. It was like 26 the other morning.
That is pretty chilly.
Yeah, it's what is it right now? It's cold. It's fucking cold, man. 56. It's fucking cold, man.
Is it snowing?
No, but I'm hoping for my birthday.
Oh yeah, you hoping for snow?
I hope every year, and it doesn't happen.
There it is. A white Hectmas.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if other things were to happen, well, that could happen too. But
I don't know what you're referring to, Hecht. What's that mean?
Hey, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. It's a good thing you said it on the show then. I know. He's like, hey. Mind your business. It's like you said it. I didn't say it. He's like, let me say this in a very public forum real quick. No.
Cool.
That's fair. That's fair. So cool, man. I know we got like show to get to, fellas. So we will definitely do that. But before we do, I just want to a couple things I wanted to ask y'all about. Did you all get to see that Daredevil trailer?
I didn't.
No.
No. Everybody
chose not to.
Okay.
Like,
why?
I just want the series already. Like,
it comes out in March.
Right. Not today. Today, like, I wanted it today. Like,
they've been working on it for like 5 years already.
Right. They've had so long to work on it. Like,
yeah, but they had to shoot it twice.
Again, that's not my problem.
And it is, because that's why you're not getting it.
What's the difference between today and March? If that's the case, they have enough for a trailer.
Yeah, like promotion.
For what? Like, it's
so
on their
people
app.
Know that
Everybody
it
already has the app.
But you got to let people know the show's coming.
Oh, let's say pick and choose like what they show. Like, I didn't see nothing for What If 2 or 3 or whatever the fuck it is.
Oh yeah, they definitely don't promote
exactly.
What If like they will promote Daredevil. I mean, I agree with you on that.
It showed to me already.
Yeah, but What If wasn't that good? So
I
didn't watch it. I didn't know it came out.
Still could have promoted it.
Yeah.
Oh wow. See, and don't get me wrong.
I watched a couple of episodes.
You're telling me this is going to be amazing because they're taking 6 weeks to promote it?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here.
Because if it's not good, they ignore it. Like What If?
I know it starts off light, but it actually gets really good.
That's exactly how I felt too. I felt the exact
about
same.
What If or the trailer?
Yeah, about what if. Like you got to keep watching it, Oz, because
that's how they all do.
I mean, they all come together towards the end.
I've only seen like the first part of the first season.
You haven't watched the entire first season of What If?
No, like I decided to live in the reality where What If I didn't watch it.
That joint's phenomenal, man. That first season is great.
Call me Moatu.
Yeah, the first.
And like, don't get me wrong, like,
but it just goes downhill from there. Like I like the first season because it was always like one little thing changed, and then you see how the effects ripple, and now it feels like it's just a totally different universe. Like,
but that's how some What Ifs are.
Yeah,
I didn't say they were all good. They suck too.
Some of those are the best.
Some are the best, and some suck. Season 1 was amazing. Season 3.
Like, I mean, I would agree that season 1 is the best season of What If, but like season 2, like some of that is just the novelty of it being the first season. Now, I think more of it is just like the story that they told in that first season is just like epic, you know. But each subsequent season has been good too. It's just good in a definitely in a different way. And so, Yeah, I would definitely tell you finish it out, Oz, but it's up to you, obviously.
How many episodes is it? Like 8?
Yeah, that's it.
300,
like that, right?
just like the comics.
So, Oz, you watched the Daredevil trailer though, right?
Yeah, I told you about it.
I do know, right? That's why I figured. And then, heck, you did not. Did you know the Daredevil trailer existed until today? Until now?
I saw it this morning. I didn't see the trailer.
Man.
I saw it on YouTube.
You saw that it was there to watch, but you didn't watch it.
I was like,
Got it.
I'll see it later.
Yeah,
Did
and
you put
I
it
get
on
it.
Discord? Us?
Discord. Do I even have Discord?
Dude.
No, I recently factory settings or whatever you call it to this computer. I had this computer was old before I moved, so
got it. It was old before you moved to out of state. You mean?
Yeah, I bought it
Jeez.
I bought it used when I was still living in LA.
Man, but it's crazy though because I would be surprised if Tiger Claw hadn't put it in there already, right? Like,
I mean, if you'd be on our Discord, you would have seen it.
He missed it because I would have seen it if it was in our Discord.
Oh wow, okay. Listen, I'm surprised.
Tiger Claw's slipping. Is he alive?
Yeah,
I hope so.
He is, and so's Derek. For those wondering,
really, where'd you see Derek?
I didn't see him.
Oh, how do you know Derek's alive?
I got a proof of life confirmation.
Oh,
but I'll tell you about it after the show.
Okay.
Speaking of Derek, I was gonna post something, but I don't know how insensitive it is. I'm gonna text it to you guys. I couldn't get myself to post this, so I'll let you guys decide.
I would say do it, but now I want to see it first.
It's just I haven't seen him in so long. Like I don't or heard anything from him. I don't know. Like he might be like it's really sick or something. I didn't want to like. But I saw it, so I just started like laughing. I almost posted it the second I saw it.
Like on his wall or something, or
just on the Facebook, on Instagram.
Oh my
god! Oh, that could work. Yeah. Oh, I posted that. Yeah.
What in the world?
I know, and I wanted to spread it, but I couldn't get myself to do it.
That's Biggie as Spider-Man?
Yeah.
That's Derek as
Spider-Man. Larry hasn't seen it.
Oh, now you get
it? No, I'm just saying, like, Biggie doesn't look Derek.
I swear, I saw it. I didn't think Biggie. I thought Derek.
Yeah, it looks more like Derek than Biggie.
Does it?
To me, yeah.
I don't think so.
I mean, when was the last time you seen Derek?
I mean, it's been a minute, but what I'm saying is Derek's face and Biggie Small's face look different.
They look similar. But in the caricature, like if I was going to do a caricature of Derek, yeah, it probably wouldn't look the same as that. But I get what I was doing. Yeah, it's more, maybe it's ineffective, and that's why. Maybe you should have posted.
So,
but Oz does think they all look the same, so. And I just stopped thinking that like 30 seconds ago.
Listen, Joe is not finding it amusing, as he shouldn't, or as he should. What? I don't know. Anyway, Daredevil. Can we talk about Daredevil just a little bit?
I mean,
and I know everybody hasn't seen it. Yeah, I did see it.
Yeah, then talk about it. Feel free to spoil it.
I posted it on our Discord.
Nice. I mean, it's nothing to spoil. It's a trailer. Like they play things close to the vest, but they show a few different things. Like like they show that Kingpin is, but actually does become mayor of New York. They show White Tiger. Which I was like, wow, like
is Spider-Man in it?
No. Okay. Come on. Like it's gonna be a minute before Spider-Man and Daredevil get to
not necessarily. They already know each other. Kinda.
Yeah, but we're talking about right stuff, like legit. Like I feel like, yeah, like Sony doesn't mind having Daredevil in their movie or whatever, but the other way around, they're going to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like Avengers is one thing, you know.
Look, they might have no choice because the only money they'll make is if they rent it out to DC to MCU, because the fucking Craven didn't make money.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think did you all say that they're gonna stop making movies?
That was the nail in the coffin, supposedly, because Venom didn't do what it was supposed to do either.
Yeah. And so yeah, I mean,
so walk me through it, like as a comic book fan, as a Daredevil fan, as a fan of the previous series, as a fan of the FCU, like MCU, sorry. How'd you feel watching this teaser?
It felt really good, and the joint looks crazy brutal. Like it looks really brutal. Like there were like little moments that for myself, I was just like, oh my God, like it just flashed on the screen. But some of the stuff that I was like, if they hold on those images, like that's not gonna be as fun for me. Like it's gonna be awesome, but it's not gonna be fun. You know? Yeah. So and then it looks like the main like villain I think is gonna be Muse, which is a villain that I'm familiar with, but I don't know as much about because I actually didn't read like that particular run of the book. So, you know, like both like I was a little disappointed in myself for that, and then but I was a little bit like, oh, that's kind of cool because then I can like walk into it like without any preconception. Yeah, like I don't, you know, it's not like, you know, and Bullseye's supposed to be in it too.
Who's gonna play Bullseye?
Should be the guy that played Bullseye last time, right?
I think, but yeah, like because it's basically like all the people that were in, like the whole reason they reshot it was to make it closer to the Netflix joint, right? So
why didn't you do that from the start?
I mean, you know, Marvel thinks they know best sometimes, and when they showed it to audiences, they're like, oh, they hate it, and the cats are like, where is Foggy? You know, they're like, where they're like, where is friggin' Karen Page? You know, they're like, and so they had to like redo the script and ask those actors to come back, and now they're in it. So they weren't in it initially. So, but it looks good. I think they felt like, okay, as long as we got Vincent D'Onofrio and friggin' oh man.
Well, they did him all weird too, like
Cox, Charlie Cox.
Cox.
You said they did him weird?
Yeah, with the Hawaiian shirt and shit.
Oh, you mean in the whatchamacallit, in like the Netflix run?
No, was it Echo or
Hawkeye?
Oh, an Echo.
Hawkeye is what it was.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, like, it was a different take, but it wasn't like not Kingpin.
I didn't say it wasn't. I said it was weird.
Okay. What are you angry about?
Cause you're over here trying to put something in my mouth. I mean, words in my mouth.
Was it weird when you wore that in the comics?
Yeah,
I mean, the comic he wore it in was weird.
I don't know.
I didn't read it. I just remember.
Yeah, I read it. It was weird.
Was it a what if?
It was one of those it was a Mark Waid Spider-Man where he like it was family business cult.
Yeah.
And I love Mark Waid, but it's still a weird comic. It's out of continuity and everything.
Yeah. But the trailer, I mean,
was it weird when it was in the comics? Yeah.
No, that was a legit question. I didn't read the book.
So the trailer looks good. I think you all are going to enjoy the show. It comes out, March 4th?
Yeah.
I think it's March 4th. But
it said it on the trailer. You watched the trailer.
But I don't remember.
For 6th, but I don't know.
Could be. Who knows? No one knows. No, but yeah,
because it's a Tuesday.
That's something to look forward to in March. So that's cool. And then,
did you hear about Neil Gaiman?
March 4th at 6 p.m.
There it is. Thank you.
Like I said, the 4th.
Dude, I only barely heard about it because you mentioned it. Tell us more. What's happening with Neil Gaiman now?
They released like a 5-part podcast expose with like 20 women that coming forward.
Damn, 20?
Yeah. Well, there's 20 allegations, but I think they only talked to the best 5, like a beauty pageant. So they made the top 5.
Not like a beauty pageant.
Mean, like that's just the way it's been playing out. When I was looking at it, it's like, oh, the spiciest encounters we'll make a podcast out of. It's like, but yeah, and apparently, like, you know, looking into it more, you know, Alex, the dude I work with, Larry, like you met him, he was like looking into it, and he's like, oh yeah, he's like, this dude was like born into Scientology, and there's a bunch of stuff from back in the day too. And it's like some of the tactics he was using was like Scientology tactics to get at these women. The one that was the weirdest was he tried to bang this chick in the ass, like just pushed her down and took off her clothes, like when she came into the house, and like tried to bang her in the ass, and she complained it was too dry, and then he had butter to put in it.
Huh.
And that was weird. I mean, butter. The whole thing was weird, but it was butter. Like
when you say he had butter, I mean like in
he didn't stop and go to the kitchen and go get it because he could run away. You know?
So he had butter on him.
So he had to have butter on him or in his vicinity, in his proximity, you know?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I saw a thing where what was it? His wife was like,
yeah, it was basically getting the chicks for him.
Yeah, the middleman.
Like, nannies. What? Like they would hire nannies. She would hire nannies for her, and everybody was talking shit when he broke up. I remember we did the story when they broke up, and everybody was talking shit about him not wanting to pay his bills or child support or some bullshit. And they were like, you know, and there's a reason why she left, because she's like a feminist icon or some shit in the punk community and post-punk community. And I'm like, nah, man, like, you guys can't be saying that shit. And then sure enough, like, she was the one securing women for him, you know?
Yeah.
Or
I mean,
allegedly. But yeah.
Yeah, Yeah.
I should have been the top one in the podcast because he fucked me the hardest with that Netflix series.
Which one?
The Sandman Netflix series.
Like that series.
Etrigan was supposed to be in it.
He he buttered you up.
Yeah. No, like, I mean, there's good episodes in there, but now I hate it. I hate Neil Gaiman now.
You know what fucked me up about this?
What?
Like 2 days before, I bought the first volume of Sandman.
Yeah, now you could have gotten it before they burned it.
Well, yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
But like, at what cost, Mo?
No. That's what I'm saying. Like, you could have gotten it cheap. Like, just get it out of the pile, the garbage can or whatever. Like, you could have got it in the quarter bin, you know?
Oh, damn.
So what's the ramifications
or
of
you
this
could
going
pay
to
extra.
looking like?
I don't know. I don't even know if they're gonna prosecute or not. But I mean, all it is just dudes like are weird. Like further.
But I just like I'm just trying to understand like it's like don't get me wrong, like you all know me, and I feel like
I never met you.
I mean anytime you have like allegations like this, it's like they definitely should be taken very seriously, and steps should be taken to like I mean there should be consequences, right? It's like
Right.
now obviously we don't know what has happened, but at the same time it's like I don't know. I don't feel like it doesn't matter how rich or powerful you are. I don't think 20 random chicks just say you did something to them if you didn't do anything, right? But but that's just how I feel about it, right? But my whole thing is this: it's like I feel like this happens periodically in the comic book industry, like these people, and I'm like, okay, I keep waiting for the other shoe to drop, and it feels like a lot of these guys just like get to coast by, you know what I mean? Like, is something gonna like because this isn't the first time we've heard about something like this from Neil Gaiman, and it didn't seem like it stopped him from like being able to do what he wanted beforehand, and and this sounds like some really really serious stuff, Meanwhile, I'm like, I'm not gonna make any excuses for like a Warren Ellis, but it doesn't sound like Warren Ellis was like pushing chicks down in his home and buttering them up or whatever. And this was like all the way gone.
People? The dude that was
Say
love
what?
bombing. What was the dude that was love bombing people? Like
what does that even mean? Love bombing?
That's
I
what
forget.
I asked when we did the news story. But apparently, like if you say I love you to somebody and they're not expecting it, it's called love bombing. And they say it's like a tactic of to like elicit some sort of emotional response or something. I don't know. I know I've done it to Jay a bunch of times, but I didn't realize I was love bombing Jay.
Oh, Jay knew. See?
He said it back, by the way, once back in 2007.
Back in 07. Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out like how do we decide like who can't write comics anymore and who can.
I mean,
and
you do it by how you buy, really. But realistically, nobody's buying. Like Diamond Comics is going out of business. Diamond Distribution is going out of business. So.
Yeah,
or at least filing Chapter 11. So not necessarily
it's
going out of business.
Different. But yeah, but I'm just like
their delivery.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Say that again, Hacked.
What are they going to do? Restructure their delivery?
If they couldn't afford packaging, they're not going to afford it now.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, the whole thing is supposed to be like, the company's getting restructured in order to, I guess,
I wonder if I could buy in on that.
Their debt. I don't know.
Well, actually, no, I wouldn't want to do that.
And I think like the gaming portion of their thing is getting bought. So
they had what?
I wonder if IDW is buying it. Because they have IDW. We have IDW games, Jay and I.
I think it's a UK.
Not you, Mary, but yeah.
I think it's a UK company buying the games portion. I think
we missed that meeting, Jay. We could have taken that.
Yeah, but yeah, it's wild, man. Like apparently, like the way people are talking, it's like, I mean, Diamond's never been like top notch, or at least not as long as.
Yeah, they were just lucky they were the only game in town.
Yeah,
really.
Right, exactly. And then and every so often they get like an upstart that would come in, and usually they would like be able to kind of push them out eventually. Yeah. But this last time that just didn't happen.
R.I.P. Cold Cut Press.
Damn.
I mean, I think when when Marvel decides to go someplace else, that's a huge part of your business, right? So
I mean, I'm happy I get my shit digitally. I mean, I love going to the shop and getting stuff, especially that Absolute Batman and Ultimate Wolverine
mm-hmm,
and Laura Kinney.
mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna, rattle off everything I bought, but or will I? No,
Listen, I thought you were. I was
yeah,
like,
no, I know. I
it's probably going to be
usually
like
do,
two
but
other books.
it's a new year. It's a new year. Yeah, but again, like I wanted to read Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and they didn't have it, or they didn't order enough, or whatever. So I got it digitally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
with Marvel Ultimate, like I can skip on things too. Like I with myself, I've seen it impact comic shops where I'm like, what, I'll just wait 3 months to like I basically I bought the Ultimate Spider-Man trade paperback, and I'm just catching up everything on Marvel Unlimited,
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
the Ultimate line I am not even buying. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna read it all on Unlimited. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it should be there already, right?
It is, yeah. Most of it is, except for like
Mhm.
Wolverine, and I think what's the one that came out before, because those are too new. But
Yeah.
but again, I don't have time to read them all, so I'll catch it in 3 months.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's fair.
As long as the white covers still keep coming out, and there's a shop that sells all white covers, I'm gonna be at that shop every Wednesday.
That would be wild. A comic shop that only sells white covers.
I mean, at one point, that's only gonna be like, it's gonna be like vinyl, like small pressings of the physical format.
Right. Right.
And you just get the weirdos. They're like, I just like the paper. Like how they talk about vinyl. Like those people that still like beat off the Playboy.
Wait, what?
I need the glossiness of the paper. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like you got digital is the way to go now. Can't wait till Elon Musk gives me that chip to my brain where I could just read the comics in my brain. Like I don't even have to use my imagination anymore.
I mean, you still gotta imagine what happens between the panels, right?
Nope. Like the chip will do that for me.
It's all gonna be AI, so it'll fill it in.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Oz, Jay, you have any thoughts on Diamond filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy? Yeah.
Is that why I couldn't find my comic book?
Yep.
It might be.
Well,
I know, like
I haven't gone to the shop, but you guys couldn't find it either. So
yeah.
So, all right. Well, you guys ready to talk about? Oh wait, actually, heck, did you have something in particular you wanted to talk about, or are you just hanging out?
I'm just hanging out. But since you mentioned it, did anybody read Absolute Batman 4?
Not yet.
I haven't read it yet either.
I'm gonna finish. I'm like halfway through 3 right now, but I did buy both covers.
I threw my haul in the Discord.
Nice.
I don't know what cover I got. I got the cooler one, but
yeah, that's the Francavilla cover, the one with the fire, like the orangey color. Yeah, that's the Francavilla cover.
What'd you think of it?
I don't know. It was a little slow for me. I liked it, but it dealt with stuff I didn't care about, but I care about it because it sets a tone for the whole series.
Mm-hmm.
And in the end, it brings it around, but there's still like holes in the story that I guess will be filled in issue 5 for me. But overall, I liked it.
Wait, hey, hold on. You got 3 covers of it?
No. So I bought 2, 3, and 4.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have them physical.
But those are like the second print covers or the alternate? Because they're alternate covers for sure. But
yeah, I don't
like
know what printing they are, but they had them, and so I got the.
But those look better than the OG one. Not better, but like I'm like I want that. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
usually
had
they
so
try.
many alternate covers, dude.
Yeah.
There was like, except for issue 1, there was like 3 covers for every issue.
Man. And my shop did only had 2.
And then their record shop, because the comic shop is crazy. They
Yeah.
got a game shop connected and their own vinyl shop too. And the vinyl shop has all these candles of like different people. I'm like, look, I got this. I can get this Stan Lee candle and pray to it.
Oh man, I want one of those.
You want a Stan Lee candle to pray to?
Yeah.
You put it on top of your lotto ticket.
I
win.
put it, right next to my death one.
Yeah. All right.
But I'll go
Cool.
over it when you guys read it next
Yeah.
week or whatever. But
Yeah,
it's good.
absolutely.
It's good shit.
Yeah, no, the absolute stuff's been pretty good.
I really love 3. Like even though I'm only halfway through it, it's really really good. like I felt like I had a full comic. Like it was him finally having a conversation with Alfred. You know, and it takes 30 seconds, and it
Yeah.
feels like half a comic book. Yeah. Heck knows what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. And then it
Yep.
does the flashback shit. That's fucking tight too.
Yeah. That's a good
Larry,
look.
have you read Wonder Woman 3 yet?
I have not.
You
How
bastard.
I'll fucking dare.
I'm getting there. I promise.
Like,
It's coming. It's coming.
It's part of a Diamond's restructuring.
right.
Here it is. So, look, at this point, I feel like we should just review the next Wonder Woman that comes out. What? Why are you making that face? Okay, let's do some movie reviews. Let's talk about Hellboy, the Crooked Man. Okay.
Comic book theater.
Shout out to Tiger Claw. Comic book theater. Look, I wasn't certain if it was playing and I just couldn't hear it because I know like I missed the opening apparently. So I was just like, oh, like okay, like I don't know. I might have messed around. My brain's not working maybe. But anyway.
Or your computer's probably on Wi-Fi.
No, it's plugged in. I made sure. What does that mean? You.
Hold on,
Hellboy.
slow down, Neil Gaiman.
Hellboy, the crooked man. Yeah, like who wants to tell the folks what this movie is all about?
Jay, you saw it twice. You saw like one NDA version that you couldn't talk about, and then this one. So, how did you? Well, I would say start with telling us about what it is, but also tell me about your experience watching the 2 versions of it.
Oh, okay. Well, it's about Hellboy and another agent transporting a specimen, and while they're doing that, they get waylaid into this backwater town and meet a guy who made not exactly a deal with the devil, but he's associated with the devil.
Mm-hmm.
And Hellboy is here to help that guy kind of settle his affairs and basically break the deal with the crooked man. And so they go up against him and his legion of witches. And yeah, that's basically what it's about. And it was interesting. Like the NDA version was pretty much the same. They didn't seem to make too many changes.
Okay.
That I can recall. Maybe some of the scenes were a little less intense.
Like some of the scenes were less intense in the first one you saw, or in the one that was like theatrically released?
In the theatrical, well, the straight-to-video release.
Oh, gotcha.
Was a little less intense.
Oh, okay.
For a few scenes, so.
Wow, less intense, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's one of the things I liked about it was some of those things that were a little not jarring, but they were like creepy and
oh yeah,
ambiance-y, like even like especially like when you think of something going straight to VOD or straight to video, like you think of crappy effects, and I think they probably used the budget on the effects, you know, like even though they weren't perfect, but the reaction they created through the story that was being told worked. Like one of my favorites was like the specimen shrinking as it ran away, you know, like and because it looked like a physical object and it was actually shrinking, you know. So it's like interesting to get that look. And the other one was when what was it, like a raccoon goes into the girl's skin and like it starts inflating again. Like you could see that it's like a skin, basically a hollowed out skin, but it doesn't look 100% real. But when it starts reanimating into the person, it's like, oh, okay. This is like, it literally looks like some invisible person is putting on a skin suit. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the agent freaks out, and
yeah,
you can tell, like, you know, it makes sense for her to be freaking out based on what we're seeing. You know, like ugh.
Yeah, and she's also like not like a recruit, but she's like a young agent, like starting out with the BPRD, and
right, it's her first field job.
And then like I really like the story, how it played out, like how it started. Like they're doing the specimen, they end up getting stranded and take on a case that they necessarily weren't hired to do, but like they got nothing to do while they get, you know, rendezvous or whatever, you know, to the point. And the fact that it takes place like in the past too, I really like, because that's one of my favorite things about BPRD and Hellboy. Like they, you know, essentially the Hellboy comics are done. Like it ended, but we still have we have more stories of him not in that run and the BPRD not in that run that take place in between or even before the Hellboy series started, you know, like, and I love that about the Hellboy universe, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. So how do you all feel about this version of Hellboy? It's Jack. Is it Kesey? Is that how you say his last name? Or Kesey that plays Hellboy?
I didn't bother looking because I liked it, and he's just Hellboy. Like he
has no real name.
Yeah, he just had the right. I mean, again, with these lower budget movies, like, you know, they spent a lot of time with his makeup. That costs a lot of money, resources, and stuff. So, and that was pretty on point. Like I liked how it looked. It could have been, if it would have been shot a little different in the sense of like maybe dull the image a little, like make it look like an older movie. It probably would have looked better. I think the clarity of how they shot it you can see the scenes or whatever per se. Not that I actually saw it, but you can see that it's like the prosthesis and stuff. But again, like I really like the story here, and it didn't take me away from the story. The story was compelling enough that I can put those little things aside. Like his horns looked a little too like Halloween costumey, you know. But I'm not mad at it. Like you got to do what you got to do to get the story across, and the Hellboy character is probably why they have to do it this way instead of like a major studio putting money into a new one because it costs so much to make him look like that, you know. And you don't want to CGI him either because that'll cost more, you know.
Right.
And,
right.
Yeah.
So do you all feel like he's definitely like a worthy successor?
I think so.
I think so too. And I haven't
Keep
watched
in
David.
mind.
Oh, go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, I think I was about to say the same thing. I didn't see the other one, the David Harbour one.
Okay.
So,
yeah. How do you feel like he compares to like Perlman?
Like that's what I mean. Like he's a worthy successor to Perlman.
Okay.
I mean he's no Perlman.
Yeah.
Right.
But a worthy successor, I think.
And I'm kind of I was gonna say the same thing Jay did, but what I did watch was just like a reel of like just Hellboy moments out of context with the David Harbour dude. Just to prep for the movie. You know, we were going to review this last week, and I should have watched the new one by then, but I just didn't have time, and then I forgot as well. So I was like, but watching, I'm like, I think I like all of them, really. Like, let's do a Hellboy verse. Because I do like them all. And granted, like, I haven't seen the David Harbour movie, but like if that story is really good, my brother likes it a lot, and I didn't want to see it because I was very rigid at the time, and not with a hard on, just in my brain. Like I don't like change, so and it's not Guillermo del Toro. It's not you know Perlman. So like
right.
I didn't want, but now that they did this one, and it's like Mike Mignola wrote it too, so it's like this one I had to watch because I'm like, well, Mike Mignola wrote it. Like, what more do you want? Like, you got the comic book, the creator taking part in the writing, like, you know.
No, it felt very much like a comic.
Yeah,
like it felt, or like a Hellboy comic, which is
like even the MacGuffin and everything, like. Some of those scenes look like panels of a comic book, like the way they frame the shots, like whereas you get your like Guillermo del Toro movies, and like the first one didn't look or like the comic or feel like he had his way of doing a movie that was like the comic, you know. And but the second one, he just went wherever he wanted to go, and it was still great, but it still didn't feel like a Hellboy comic. Yeah.
No, it's definitely a lot more like superhero-ish, you know.
Yeah.
And not in a way that it's not like they don't feel like
detriment.
Help.
Yeah.
Right. But it definitely has like a different kind of vibe and feel to it, like versus this, where I'm like because what part of the reason why I like being able to read Hellboy books and like BPRD and that kind of stuff is like the things that happen in it are eerie, but because it's in comic form, I can I can digest it more easily. And it was interesting watching this movie for myself, where I was just like, oh, like this is like this is the stuff I like about Hellboy, but put on the screen, and like I'm having a harder time like just watching it because it's like it's eerier when it moves. you know? And I'm like, ooh.
I know I was telling the guys after I saw the NDA version that I wasn't sure you could watch this movie
Mm-hmm.
Like, or not like the whole thing, but I knew there were certain parts where you were gonna be like squeamish.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, and again, like it was perfect because like everything that happened, like none of it was as bad as I thought it was going to be in my head. But that's like the whole thing, right? Like that's my whole issue. Whereas like whatever I think is going to happen is what's stopping me from having a good time, And like, but man, like it was pretty cool. It definitely felt like Mignola was his pen was involved. Yeah. Look, were you gonna say something else, or you just?
Yeah, you guys are covering it pretty good.
No, you got your.
Did you watch it, Oz?
Yeah. I think I'm the one that brought it up the first time.
Yeah.
But I watched it way in October when it came out, and I kind of remember it, but not really.
Right.
But did you hate it?
No, I had a few issues that you guys had with the visual effects, but it's not a big budget movie, and the story kind of makes up for it. And like you said, the ambiance. He's definitely better than David Harbour. I can't.
Oh yeah.
Right, because you saw that. You saw the David Harbour one too, right?
Yeah, and if Mo hates change, then he's gonna hate that movie because it changes 3 times.
Yeah, but I think, but see now in hindsight, I think I can go back and watch it now, knowing that, and then just enjoying it for a weird Hellboy.
Also, David Harbour.
I don't even want to like with other comic movies. I'm like, man, like, well, they make some bad comics too, so they could have a bad movie, But I don't think I've ever read a bad Hellboy comic.
And David Harbour's Hellboy has way too much hair.
Oh yeah,
like I just kept staring at it and it kept bugging me because Hellboy, like he has hair, but if you look at him from the front, you think he's bald.
Yeah, he's
Harbour's got like the Fabio thing going on the whole time. It's like it was a little distracting.
That's hilarious. It's got the Fabio.
I still want to check it out though. Like I probably I'll check it out this weekend. I think, and maybe do a little blurb on it. But yeah, man. How'd you like that villain, the Crooked Man, Larry? Like I know you like weird.
No, I don't. I don't. And yeah, like the Crooked Man as a villain is fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not fun like watching that dude contort. And it's like it feels like, and I don't know if it's they speed it up or if that's like what he actually what the actor is actually just doing. But yeah, like between the rapid movement and then the sound effect, I hate it. Like I can't, like it's very no thanks.
That's just good editing.
It might be
and good cinematography because I mean you shoot at a different frame rate and it looks jarry and
but it was effective. It was like what it felt like what it was supposed to be. And that's the thing where I'm just like, and it's crazy because I've seen like in comics I've seen characters like that portrayed, and what they put onto the screen was what I imagined in my head. And so like, which, anytime that happens, that's a bad thing for me, like, but it's awesome though that, they were able to like, portray that in such a good way.
I found it a little silly.
Oh, really? You didn't like it?
I mean, it's right there on right on the border of dislike. Like, I get it. I get what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But if they hadn't did it, that might have been better.
And so he should have just been like an old man that just stands up straight.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, hey, like he was creepy without all of the,
Or maybe just if it was like a permanent thing.
Oh, so he doesn't
Well,
move around. He just
Yeah.
like stays like that.
yeah, just has that broken neck.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, is that why he's crooked?
yeah, he was
Yeah.
hung and killed.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that's why his neck is crooked.
There's a British one too, but I don't know how he got crooked. I think he just like his bad deeds weighed on him his back or something. But I could be wrong because that was a villain in one of the Conjuring universe movies too.
Oh,
And
really?
it really made me like wish like because I think they're doing like a Conjuring where like they're not using the people anymore. Like it's the end of that universe because they're aging out. You know, like the people that play the characters. So. Like, dude, just merge it with a Hellboy movie. Have Hellboy fuck everybody up. Like, because in The Conjuring they do it with like prayer and faith and stuff. But Hellboy does it with a little bit of that and like beating ass too. You know, like in fact the movies make him more talisman-y and stuff like that, but he's there to kick ass. Like the BPRD handles the prayer shit, and he beats the fuck out of the Llorona, you know?
Right. Yeah. How did you all like, or do any of you remember actually like reading the actual story?
I didn't
that
read
this
that.
is based
Yeah,
off of?
I didn't read that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even think it was actually based. I think it was like a story that Mike Mignola did, but I don't know. I don't. That's just something I just thought, you know.
I'm sorry. Wait. Oh, you're saying that you don't think
That's what I thought when I watched it. Like I didn't. It reminded me of a comic, like as the way that it flowed and everything. Like it reminded me of like a trade paperback because it is a little long, you know, in the way that the story beats. But I don't know that it was something I knew it was something I hadn't read before. But I'm like, man, I wonder if like Mike Mignola just decided to do like his own Hellboy for a movie, like a story that he wanted to do that hasn't. Hey, don't flip me off, Larry. Man, what the fuck? What I do to offend you, man? That's unconscious. That's unconscious. Yeah, but you didn't use that finger, motherfucker. Yeah,
it's because you yelled at him earlier.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you didn't use that either. So I just figured like it was something that he wanted to do in the comics before, and he's like, it's a story I've been sitting on, I haven't done, and let me do it now, you know. But I don't know if that's true. That's just the feeling I got.
Yeah. No, it's based on a comic.
Okay.
Like there's a Crooked Man. It's older now.
Yeah.
I mean it's like 2000-ish, like definitely in the single digits, but I don't say again.
2010 is what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Oh, 2010? Oh, I thought it was earlier than that, but I could be wrong.
I mean, I might be looking at like a reissue or something.
Yeah. But the only reason I knew was because of the Crooked Man, like because I remember like seeing that image in a comic. Or like either in a comic or on a cover or something like that, you know. But I hadn't actually read it, so
yeah.
But yeah, man, the witches and the way that they're portrayed in this was pretty awesome too.
Oh, you're right. It originally came out in 2008. I was looking at the reprint.
Yeah, because it was like in an anthology, but after the one shot or whatever.
Yeah, three shot.
Yeah.
So
that's what my wife calls me.
What?
What? I don't know if this is part of this deal, but I do have a Mo deal. HumbleBundle.com right now. If you want to do the music. Yeah, but HumbleBundle.com has like a Hellboy universe mega bundle. So in 2023 they released the first Hellboy bundle, and then whatever wasn't in there, they did another bundle in 2024. So that one has like the 2023 one has 35 books in it, and the 2024 has 35 books in it. And then on top of that, they give you another 33 books if you pay $38.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
More money, more money, more money, more money.
So the new stuff that wasn't in those previous bundles is like the BPRD stuff, the Hellboy with the years, like Hellboy 1955, 1948. You know, you get those entire, and then you get the like the Lobster Johnson like novel, like So you get, and then his 2 trade paperbacks, and then you get the Ape Sapien, Shape of Things to Come, Sacred Places, A Darkness So Great, The Secret Fire, Desolate Shore, Lost Lives. So it's like 5 trade paperbacks of Ape Sapien that you get, plus Hellboy 1957. You get the Hellboy and the BPRD stories. 2, you get like 4 of those, and then like 5 Lobster Johnson. You get Crimson Lotus. And then you get Otter Jobs, which I think is the reprint where Crooked Man comes out to. Who is it? Oh. No, it's not. And then you get like Fire Wolves, like these original Ice Wolves, Lost Army, and like 7 other books, 8 other books. So you got 15 hours to buy that, because that shit. I was gonna do it last week when you had like a couple days, but it actually ends like tomorrow morning.
Oh wow!
So yeah, if you want to do that, you got 15
So
hours.
yeah,
to do that. Yeah.
If you're listening live, there it is. So, okay, cool. So you guys ready to rate Hellboy, the Crooked Man? Anybody else? Anything else they want to say about it before?
One thing I would say is the dude that plays the cursed kid or whatever, like the dude that was dabbling in it that didn't become the witch or made the deal with the devil technically.
Mm-hmm.
That dude's really good in it, and
yeah,
I he was in Yellowstone and he was really good in that too. But I'm like, oh, okay, it's one of those things that he's just really good at. And then here he was like, man, he was really good here. So I don't know if it's a dude I've been sleeping on that never, like, he's done other stuff that I haven't seen and he's just a really good actor, or he's a dude that you're going to see a lot more of in the next 10 years, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But dude was really good. And yeah, all the acting performances were actually really good. Like, that's why I can't even really knock the special effects, because in this movie, they were really just there to drive the story forward. So it's like a comic with a little bit of shoddy art, or in this case, like maybe some panels that were off, you know, and the rest of it was generally pretty good.
Yeah, well, I agree. Okay, well, shoot. Let's go ahead and do some ratings. Oz, what would you rate Hellboy, the Crooked Man?
I'm gonna say 4. It had some issues, but it's still a decent movie. It's fun to watch.
Yeah. Jay, how about you? What would you rate Hellboy, the Crooked Man?
Also a 4. I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. I like that they went and tried to do like a horror thing. That it takes place in the past. So it feels very comic book-ish to have like this, to do it, be its own thing with not having to worry about what the sequel, about being a sequel or a prequel or anything, just a one-off. I thought it was really good.
Okay, cool. Moses Magnum, what did you think of Hellboy, the Crooked Man?
I enjoyed it a lot, man. It's a 4.5 for me. Like, it felt like a comic book. Like, I'm excited to read what it's based on, because even if it's different, like what I got here, I really liked. So I can't wait to enjoy it again a little differently.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna give it, I think, a 4.5 as well. I liked it a lot. Um, it's like the old I can I the only thing stopping me from giving it a 5, I think, is like, yeah, like I can't say that it's perfect, but I want to. It feels like um it's definitely the closest thing we've ever gotten to a translation of like the comic to the screen like that for Hellboy. So that was super cool. And just also too, like just the way that it handles like keeping things like local and keeping the cast tight. It does a great job in all of those like little um story ways. So yeah, I liked it a lot. I definitely think it should be something that you all should check out if you have any interest in Hellboy movies. So and Hecht, what'd you think of the review? What would you rate our review, friend?
I'd give it a 4.
We'll take it.
You made me
All
want to
right.
watch it.
Bam,
You should.
there it is.
Like,
Yeah.
I want to buy it, like, but I want to buy it like on Blu-ray. Like, I don't want to buy it digitally. Like, I want to have it. Like, yeah.
Do they
There
still
it
make
is.
Blu-ray?
I don't think so.
No.
Like, I think I could just probably just pay Mike Mignola and he'll put it on a USB drive.
Oh, nice. He'll burn it for you.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, cool. You all ready to do some comic reviews?
Yeah.
Comic book review.
Comic book like
Review.
well, not like that, but like
All right. So here we are. Timeslide, number 1. Timeslide, or I guess the best way to start this is saying, in the last few years, Marvel Comics has had a tradition where they will they'll put out a book that is a little bit of a preview of what are things to come in the year for Marvel Comics, little teases and hints, and they put that into a story. The last couple have been books that featured Kang the Conqueror, and
Can't do that
Do that
anymore.
anymore. Yeah.
right, right. People have decided that.
But Neil Gaiman's still gonna write comics.
Hey, I listen. I don't know what to say about all that. Like, what I can say is, yeah, those books were called Timeless, and so they decided to go a different direction this year. I'm not even honestly certain if the Kang change has anything to do as much with what was going on with Majors and all that kind of stuff, because the stories were, might have just been veering away from Kang either way, but who knows? But they decided to play it safe either way, and we got Timeslide number 1, which is a story featuring Cable and Bishop trying to save the world, or save all of existence from.
Well, they're really in it to save mutants.
They're really only trying to save mutants.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a side effect of saving the world. Well, no, I guess they can go to the moon, right?
I mean,
well, the whole thing was eradicating mutant kind from time, like that.
That's true.
To kind of explain why they're not in the MCU, like they could use something similar or something,
Right, because they are technically fighting against a one of the one of the ultimate forms of the children, one of the children of the vault, and the children of the vault are hyper evolved humans that are definitely trying to get rid of mutants or whatnot.
I don't know, man. They named the guy Vaccine, and he's going around
Vacuna.
eliminating. Yeah,
say it right. He's Latino. Or
yeah,
it's
Latinx.
vacuum, not vaccine.
Yeah.
it's not.
Vacuum. Yeah. So
He sucks up all the time.
Yeah.
like,
See what?
you're not wrong.
Yeah.
He
He's
sucks up time like a vacuum hack.
Yeah, he
That's
one
what
of the
he
first
does.
things he does is he shows up and starts sucking Wolverine.
he's really good
After he
at
gets
deep
out of the thing
throating.
all naked, he starts sucking him, and
Do
Then-
they got a red band version of this one?
You don't
obviously
wanna
once
see
he's
Yeah.
finished sucking Wolverine, he's got to go to the Phoenix and suck her.
it.
You know, fuck Marvel and their red band policy.
Yeah, that's just stupid.
Yeah, fuck them.
What's wrong with it?
There's two versions of the
It's
same
not
comic.
available digitally. That's bullshit.
Oh, it is if you bootleg.
I don't bootleg. I do things the right way.
Yeah, well, that's what you get for doing it the right way. You get fucked.
I'll fuck Marvel for that.
Yeah.
I mean, he ain't wrong.
Yeah. It's like you got vacuum sucking it up, and then you got fuck you doing it with the digital red, no digital red band version.
Oh my god. So, yeah, what did
So,
you all,
is that
what
what
you all
it-
think of this book?
So this book was just previews for the year. Is that what you're
It's
telling
not. It's not previews. Because it is a story. And here's the thing.
me? I know, but like there's a scene where
They give you a
when
checklist.
when they go to the Phoenix saga portion of the story, and Cable had the same question I have. What the fuck is this Marvel doing there? Like she don't belong there.
Yeah, Miss Marvel. Wait, what part was that when she was doing? What was she doing?
When they're
With the
fighting
Dark
the
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
The Dark Phoenix.
That's Jean Grey when she's taken over by the Phoenix Force. Yeah, sorry, I forgot. My bad. I apologize. I need to explain this.
Come on,
Yeah, Larry
man. I
doesn't
know the
get
Dark
it.
Phoenix.
I tell you what, it was kind of cool that they actually drew her in that old style too.
Yeah, but when she
You
was
see,
with the
Lawrence, that story came out when comics were drawn just a little bit harsher, a little bit different.
Well, because of the paper they were printed on, they had to do it in a certain way.
Right. So to get that,
right,
you did that on purpose.
got it.
This was in the before time, the long, long ago.
Long ago.
What the fuck, Jaco? Like he still got another
10 minutes.
Yeah.
I got 8 minutes.
He might have just stepped out for a second. He'll be back hopefully. Like he's not gone.
Well, what I can tell you about this story though is it is like a preview. It just has a story interwoven into it. And I hate these fucking comics. Like this is a waste of time of a review. Like, and I say it every year with Timeless when Larry brings it up. Half the time we don't know which Timeless we're reading.
That's hilarious. There's only two.
Right. And I read the first one twice and they're both number ones.
That's true.
And Oz got it wrong too. So it's
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like it's a stupid. It's fucking stupid. It's a promotional thing that you have to pay for. And yeah, it has a story. It's not the best story around. The shit's a 2. I'm rating it now just so that we can finish the show while Jay's still here. The art wasn't good. I don't care. Like the stuff I wanted to care about, like the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man, like that's not. They didn't show any of that because again, it's only mutant centric. So how the fuck are you gonna make me pay for promotional material and fuck it? This would be like the Marvel previews thing that they give for free.
Yeah, it should be
and had everything. Yeah. So yeah, fuck this comic. And next year we're not doing this shit again, Larry.
We only did it like once.
We did it 3 years already. It's the 3rd year we do it.
No.
We did
What
the
you-
first
which
one. We did Timeless #1, and then we did Timeless #1 again, where we read the wrong one. Remember that?
No,
And then
I feel like the one time we did it, you all read.
No, because we reviewed the other one. That's how I knew. I'm like, I read this already. Like we talked about it already.
We did review Timeless twice already.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's become a yearly tradition, and I love your sense of like tradition. This is the wrong tradition.
Well, here's the thing. I will say to you that I was disappointed by this book as well.
Yeah,
but Timeless I loved, and
good.
but
Enjoy them. But again, we're not doing Timeless. We're doing this, and it's only going to get worse from here.
Why do you say that? How do you know the next year might not be good?
Because it might be Timeslide #1 again. And I might read the wrong one again.
Yeah, I just kind of feel like this.
Well, it used
this
to be
joint.
Time Slip.
Oh, was it Time Slip before
yeah,
Timeless?
back in the day, like in the 80s, yeah. But again,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's what I almost read.
Like that's one of the things. And guess what? They stopped doing it for like 40 years for a reason.
What? It's too funny. Yeah, I mean, it like I just kind of feel like this book it wasn't handled as well in regards to incorporating the preview type elements. Like it definitely felt like it was like kind of phoned in. And then on top of that, like as much as I enjoy Cable and Bishop together, because they kind of have like a like a love-hate kind of thing going on. Yeah, buddy cop, but also like, but remember you tried to like assassinate me and my kid, and so I kind of look at you side-eyed. It's like,
yeah, that's how buddy cops were in the 80s. Like,
they
weren't friends exactly.
Yeah,
but like, along the way,
they literally just made a movie that is that. It's Den of Thieves 2.
Oh, is Den of Thieves a buddy cop thing?
It's a buddy thief thing. Yeah, but it's the cop that busted him in the first movie is now teaming up with the criminal to become a better criminal in the second one.
Got it.
Yeah, you never seen Tango and Cash?
I would say it's more like 48 hours.
I've seen Tango and Cash.
Yeah,
I've also seen 48 hours.
That's Den of Thieves also.
Turner and Hooch.
Or Fled. That's my favorite.
That's what they need to do is have like Canine or Turner and Hooch, like have the dog. Give me a time slide with a dog mutant. Like have it like what was it a play slide and have it be Lockjaw and like Cable or something.
Play slide. That's funny. Yeah. But this joint was disappointing just because like the story just didn't deliver.
Of course it was.
Yeah, well,
I liked it.
Of course. Yeah. Now, why did you like it?
Because I like those buddy cop movies. Like,
yeah,
it does nothing like I feel nothing about the future of any of these stories that they were trying to tell me, but the buddy cop shit, like that hit for me. Like. Yeah, it didn't do what it was supposed to do. It didn't get me excited about any of the future events or storylines. So it's a failure at that. But I did enjoy the story. And Cable and Bishop playing off each other. Like, that is what I enjoyed. Even What's Her Name, to an extent, was kind of cool.
Tempest?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Tempest is cool. And I honestly, I feel like Tempest, like...
She's been cooler in other things than here.
I'm not sure that's true.
I don't read a lot of X-Men, unfortunately. Like, to my discredit.
Yeah.
I like when she did the nightclub in the time bubble.
She did the nightclub and the time bubble.
Yeah, and then everybody's all time displaced because shit went on. Like, this was a long time ago. This is back when we were doing the show at your house.
Oh man. I guess more than anything, like too, like I thought the villain was ridiculous. Like I was just like, it's just I don't know. It just feels like
You just
like
don't
that
like
might be a
Latinos.
premise. Like that guy's not Latino.
His name is Vacuna. Like, that means vaccine in Spanish.
I mean, if they say it with that accent, sure, but
I don't think they
Like,
ever
Well, you
used
think
that
they said
accent.
you think they said it in Japanese like "fakta"?
see, no, man. I'm just saying, like, I don't think there's an enye, is what I'm saying.
There's no enya in it. Vacuna.
Oh,
Vacuna. Not nya.
oh, sorry. Awesome.
The fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't like the giant like mouth opening thing either. Like I'm just like, it's just a lame villain.
I hated it too, whether he was Hispanic, white, Chinese, purple, whatever the fuck he was.
Yeah,
I
He
hate
almost
him.
looked a little bit like a Langolier.
Yeah, but not as
Yeah.
cool.
yeah. So, but yeah, man, I don't know. Like it, and I do agree. Like the art was subpar. Like it wasn't great. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it's not doing anything. And that was another thing I felt like the predecessors have on it too. Like I feel like the stories were solid, the art was better. It's Steve Fox wrote this book, and
Good on him.
Ivan Fiorelli penciled it. So, but yeah. What else? Oh man, what happened to us? No.
Well, you said he only had 8 minutes. That's why I was trying to move it along.
Oh, okay. Like I missed it.
You got by Vacuna.
Yeah.
Right, there it is. So, anything else we want to say before we rate this book? Nope. Okay. Jay, what would you rate Timeslide #1?
I would give it a 3. It doesn't do what it's supposed to, but I did like the story.
Okay. That's fair. And Mo, I know you already gave your rating, but look, regale us once more with your rating for Timeslide.
It's a 2.
Or
It's a
#1.
2. Bad art, story. Well, the story, like Jay said, like the buddy cop, like that's cool, but it goes nowhere. It's not gonna go anywhere. Like I'm not gonna get Timeslide 2, or I don't care what the books they chose to preview. They don't care. So so like yeah, it's a 2. Like this should have been free. Like
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd have to agree that Timeslide #1 was a 2 for me as well. Just I was looking forward to it, especially because I like the characters, but ultimately I'm like, yeah. Like it's tough being an X-Men fan right now for me because there are only a handful of X-Men stuff coming out
at
right
least
now
you
that
get
I
a second
enjoy.
age of Krakoa, but who knows how that's gonna be written.
Why are we getting the second age of Krakoa?
Well, they mentioned like, oh, this is from your first age of Krakoa, so they made the
Yeah,
first age,
but
so you can get a second age.
yeah,
Maybe in 40 years or
yeah.
something. Jonathan
No,
Hickman's grandson or some shit.
exactly. Like like Hickman wrote that into his the stuff before where there was like different ages, but who knows when that next age will come? We'll see. But anyway, like yeah. All right, and Hecht, what do you think of Timeslide #1 review?
I give the review a 5.
Yeah.
I kind of want to read it just off of Jay talking about it.
Hey, listen, Jay's very convincing. I guess.
But the comic
If you
sounds
got time to waste, go ahead.
Listen, hey, and that's the thing. Like that's the beauty of Fantastic Forum, right? You get different perspectives, and it's like like your taste probably is in line with one of us. So you can always take what you hear and decide for yourself. So yeah, man. All right. Anything else before we get out of here? All right. Yeah. All right. Let's do some final thoughts. Heck, give us some final thoughts, friend.
way too much on comics I already read illegally, but I got them legally now. So you're welcome, DC. And yeah, right before the show started, I got a birthday present. So now I have Maximum Carnage to read.
Oh, nice!
Woo! Happy birthday to her.
Next week.
All right, Jay, give us some final thoughts, buddy.
No final thoughts today.
There it is. He's keeping them to himself. It happens. All right, Moses Magnum, final thoughts.
If there's anything we learn from these fires here, where people's homes got burned, all their memories, everything they've hoarded, everything they collected, just to eventually just die, just get your comics digitally. Like you could run out in a fire and have your whole ship burned down, but at least you still have your comics.
There it is. For the entire Fantastic Forum, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate you. We'll be back next week. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see more of. We'll listen, because that's what we do here. We're the Fantastic Forum. Have a good night.